And sometimes the simplest books are so powerful. What does consent really mean? Written by Pete Wallace and Thalia Wallace, illustrated by Joseph Wilkins. Here, I'll give you a secret. MN and M. EG, GE, EE.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh, okay. May I? Yeah, sure. May I have your card number?
That copyright Homeland IP? Where was that copyright Hawaii production? What was the military up to with our cell phones anyways? And why did so many Google employees quit? Because of what the Pentagon was doing. What was the Pentagon doing? What was the Air Force doing? I can tell you because I'm totally involved in it. And they took advantage of me and tried to treat me like a fluffer or like an employee or like this or like it was Fallujah and they were going to take away my rights and take away my guns. My guns, I use metaphorical. I like to shoot people on stage with a camera. I like right now I'm doing a shoot, man, and this is a massacre that I'm doing right now. I'm massacring it with my phone. That's the power of knowledge, is you can kill somebody with information. And so that's my favorite weapon, is information. And obviously at a certain point, since this is more of an information war, it's a war about consent of the governed. And who gets to decide? Do the governed get to decide, or does the government get to decide?
Yes.
And then it comes down to force, actually, because the police use force to get you to comply with their demands. whether
The ones you have
whether
available are
the
CDC
public
now.
consents with the war on drugs or not.
And
Say
the other one is
50% of the
CDC
populace believes in the war on drugs. That means that 50% of the populace is forcing through violence that the other 50% obey their demands.
Yeah.
So that means
No,
50% of the public don't agree and are being forced through violence and threat of violence
Okay.
or are under attack every day.
Okay.
Whereas the other 50% go to the pharmacy and buy their drugs, which is, an inherent contradiction. And once you start learning the English language, we should really use chemistry. That's how ignorant we are. We can't even talk about chemical compounds and give the exact chemical compound, like DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide. What is that? Why is it only approved for use in horses? Oh, because the horse is worth $1 million and you aren't. That's why. I wish I had time to do this whole book, but I think we're getting the idea. This was me to the cop. Get your hands off of me. You have no right to lay your fingers on me. And there was me saying, I do not consent to your advancements on me. As they tried to rape me, constitutionally speaking. Because I didn't consent to their advances. I didn't consent to their questioning, and they needed a warrant to further any more investigations with me. They already had their suspect, and I guess they'd found somebody in my truck, and they accused somebody in my truck of committing the crime of falling asleep in my truck. So in order to question me or to physically get involved with me, they would have to get a warrant, and then I have a right to counsel. I have a right to not even answer their questions. I have a right not to even show up if I don't want to. Then they have to get a warrant. They have to actually call me into a trial, and then they have to serve me. And so they screwed up in so many different ways. And then tried to make excuses about it.